Hi everyone, I have received several comments concerning skincare on different videos, so I thought it would be helpful to those of you who are interested in my skincare routine to share with you what I do for my face and body. Before I get into the products that I use, I think it would be beneficial for me to give you some background on my particular skin. As far as my face goes, in high school I did not have many breakouts. As a young adult, I didn't have many breakouts. However, about 5 to 7 years ago, I started noticing a number of dark spots on my face. And so at that point, I decided that I really needed to pay attention to my skincare routine. I also started noticing enlarged pores, and so I started to pay attention to my skincare routine a little more. I went from having dry skin on my face to oily skin to now having pretty much normal skin. It's definitely not dry. If anything, it will lean more towards normal to oily, but primarily normal. And so that has come about since I've started doing the routine that I'm going to share with you now. And I've been using this routine with a few tweaks here and there for, wow, a number of years now. I'm a creature of habit. When I find something that works, I try to keep it as consistent as possible. As far as my body goes, my skin, my body, I've created some videos before about getting over eczema and eczema breakouts, and so I'm pretty particular about what I use on my body. I keep it to a minimum because I don't want to irritate my skin. I have had sensitive skin for as long as I can remember. Even as a child, I would break out easily. Now I don't break out as easily, but I do have eczema challenges, so I'm very mindful. So let's first get into what I use on my face. I wear makeup on most days, not all the time, but I do wear makeup most of the time. And so at night I typically will use this Olay Gentle Clean. It's for sensitive skin. I do tend to gravitate towards products with sensitive skin, formulated for sensitive skin. And I will use this to remove my makeup before I actually wash my face. And so I don't use that every day, but definitely when I wear makeup, I use those cloths. After that, the soap that I use for my face is African black soap. Now, I have tried this from different companies. This is one here, it's just African black soap, 100% natural. I haven't used this particular brand, but I've used different brands. And my first concern with the black soap, and I've been using it for maybe a year now, maybe a little less than a year, I was concerned that it would dry out my face, but it hasn't. And I used to use a Cetaphil gentle cleanser on my face, but I no longer use that. I use this, and it has been working beautifully for my skin. Also, as a cleanser, I will use this Olay Detoxifying Pore Scrub, and I typically only use this once a week. Sometimes I don't use it at all, but I try to remember to use it once a week, and I've been using it for a number of years. This is the consistency. It's very gentle, and it has the little beads in it that gently exfoliate the face, and it hasn't caused me to break out at all, and I've been using it for a number of years. So if you have sensitive skin and you're concerned about an exfoliant that will break you out, this is probably a good one to try. It's Olay Regenerist, and it is the advanced anti-aging solution, and I really like it. From time to time, I will also use this Olay Oil Minimizing Toner, and I have had this for a very long time, and this is not something that I use daily. It's not even something that I use weekly. I just use it when I feel like I need a little more clean, particularly if I've been wearing makeup a lot. I will just use this, pull this out. I keep it on hand for those times. As a moisturizer on my face, every night I use my almond oil. I did a video on almond oil and I will leave it in the description box below. Check it out, because this almond oil has really been probably the biggest factor in clearing up my face, making my face bright and clear. I mean, it has just been night and day with my before and after. And the almond oil just, to me, just changed the texture of my skin. It just brightened it, evened out the skin tone. And I've been using this every night for years now, and I love it. I use different brands. I'm almost out now. I don't have a particular brand. I think the last one that I purchased was Now, a brand called Now, and I love it. Check out the video if you want to kind of get my full almond oil story. Okay, in the mornings, now I just mentioned that I used my almond oil at night. In the morning, after I wash my face with the black soap, I use this Olay Pro X Anti-Aging Moisturizer, and this is the Age Repair Lotion, and this has sunscreen. It has an SPF 30, and I use it year-round. This is what it looks like, and I absolutely love this lotion. There was a time when I tried another lotion and another moisturizer, and I could tell the difference right off. What I feel this does, and if you can see right there, when I apply this moisturizer, it just gives my skin such a luminous glow, and it lasts all day. I love that it has an SPF in it, but it's not at all heavy, but it does the job. And I was using this before I started using the almond oil, and just by using this alone, I could definitely see that my skin was improving. My skin was changing from being dry or oily to normal. As I stated in the beginning, I went from dry skin on my face to oily to now very much normal skin. And these have just worked well. This I use in the day, and this I use at night, and it's been a winning combination. Also, another thing that I use on my face after I moisturize at night is tea tree oil. I will have to insert a picture of the tea tree oil. I don't use tea tree oil as much now as I used to in the past. I used the tea tree oil in the past to treat the dark spots that I mentioned on my face. I did a whole video on that. I will leave that in the description box below as well. But the tea tree oil now, if I have some sort of spot or blemish, I will just dab the tea tree oil onto my face. But I really don't have to do that much anymore, but I do keep it on hand to use as part of my routine. Okay, as far as my body goes, I use even less products on my body. I mentioned earlier in the video that I've had challenges with eczema, and so I've had to be very careful, and I've always had to be careful with my skin, because even as a child I would break out really easily. So I'm pretty particular about what I use. In the shower, I typically will always wash with black soap, and I like raw black soap. I have used black soap that's mixed with shea butter, and it was fine, but my preference is just the black soap. So as I stated before, on my face I use black soap, but I love this black soap on my body. And the reason that I love it so much is because when you have dry skin or you're challenged with eczema, one of the things that you notice is sometimes when you get out of the shower, even with a mild soap, your skin can tend to feel dry, and you kind of get used to it. But once I started using this black soap, I noticed when I get out of the shower, I don't feel dry. I don't feel dry at all. And so this has been my staple for about a year now. I've tried so many different soaps, but this is the one that really works for me. The other thing that I use on my body is my coconut-based body butter. This is my DIY body butter. I did a video on that as well recently, and definitely check that out. It's a really great body butter. It is, the base is coconut oil. I add to that base tea tree oil, and I add almond oil and mix it up, and I keep it in this little container, and I'm able to scoop it out. It's empty right now, but I'm able to scoop it out with my spoon and apply it to my body. And what I have found is that when I was dealing with dry skin on my body, a lot of the moisturizers that I used just did not hold the moisture in my skin. But this body butter, I apply it and it lasts, it holds the moisture in my skin all day, and it's not greasy. I love it. I've been using it for years now. It's my staple. I don't bother with buying other moisturizers. This is what I use. If I'm out of it, which I have to mix some more today, my second thing is I just use almond oil all over my body until I can, mix up some more of my body butter. But my body butter is my go-to, and it's definitely helped to soothe my skin. It's helped to repair my skin. And with the added tea tree and the almond oil, it has really helped to get rid of the blemishes and scarring. It has faded that significantly. I used to have eczema scars all on my arms and legs, and I still have some now, but I would say 85%, 80 to 90% has cleared up. And so I have just been thrilled, and my face has definitely cleared up. And these are the products that I use. Not to quickly recap, I remove makeup with my sensitive cloth, Olay cloths. I wash my face with black soap. In the morning time, I apply my Olay moisturizer. At night, I apply my almond oil. And if need be, I treat spots with my tea tree oil. Once a week or once every 2 weeks, I use a gentle exfoliator. And I shower with black soap, and I apply my DIY coconut butter day and night on my skin after I shower. And that is it. So for those of you who had questions about my skincare products and routine, I hope that you have found this video helpful. If you have any questions at all, or if you want me to go into further detail about anything that I talked about, then just ask, and I will be happy to answer your questions or make a follow-up video. But definitely, again, if this is something that has been interesting to you and you want a little more background, you can check out my tea tree and my almond oil video. Those two videos are a little old, so you can check them out. And if you have any questions, you can definitely ask, and I'll respond or do another video or whatever will be most beneficial. And then check out the coconut oil video, and they'll all be linked in the description box. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this has been helpful. Have a happy, blessed day. Be happy, live full, love life, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.